Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the Clark Network. This is the Ryan A. Clark Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. In this video, I wanted to talk about something I've been talking about before, but I got away from it because it started to affect my fandom a bit. But it's these WNBA negotiations, and it's gotten pretty bad. Like I said, I spoke about it in previous videos. I've been a longtime fan of the W since the Detroit Shock days and the Houston Comet days in the early 2000s and things like that. So I really like what the growth of the game has become. There's a lot more skilled young players coming, and I'm really looking forward to watching them. I have two daughters myself, so I'm really happy with the growth of women's basketball. But it's so much that's been going on to like where it's really turned a lot of fans away, including myself. I'll admit to that. Seeing everything going on, I just don't like what the old guard has been doing, and I know a lot of people spoke out about it. A lot of people are giving different facts and opinions about it. Those I watch closely too about it. Those who content creators who give who I think is the accurate details on it, such as Ben Daniel Podcast, KTV, Angry Fan Sports, Black and White Sports too, Mick Talks Hoops. Hey man, reach out. I mean, I would love to work with y'all too and talk about it. But I definitely think that it's just a lot, and the way this is all going is just been really it's been a really bad look for the old guard. And ultimately, I think that's what this all has come down to. And just to sum it up for those who maybe haven't seen it, so they're pretty much everything has been negotiated. They've been negotiating for over 16 months, and what's pretty much is the breaking point and the non-negotiable between both sides is revenue sharing. And on one side, the CBA wants, as recent, 26% of the net gross. The owners are all saying no, they're all getting up to at most 15%. Do I think the owners will still budge on that? Sure. I think maybe they'll go up to maybe 17 because they've earned it. And but the players, they've been really out of touch with this. I really think they have. It's been rumored to initially they wanted to get 40%, and the NBA on the NBA side they get 50. So it sounded like on the player side they wanted up to 40, and then they dropped it to 30. Now they've dropped it as low as 26%. And just being totally honest, I mean, you gotta. I think they're going too far. I think they're going too far. There's other things that the owners have, made concessions on, such as housing and retirement plan paying and things like that, which are all things that the Players Association wanted. It's just that this revenue share is really what's the breaking point, and it's really unfortunate because it's coming off as if the players are greedy because the league has now upped the pay to about 4 times the amount for all players. Sorry, for all levels of players, rookies, new middle players, and the top players. The top players are about to make millions of dollars. The lower tier players are about to make six figures. Same with the rookies. So the deal is there, the money is there. I was one of the advocates in the beginning saying, "Hey, the players need more. It's not fair to a Caitlin Clark or an Andrew Reese to be making 60, 70K." So the NBA, I'm sorry, the WNBA has you know taken care of it, and I don't know exactly what else the Players Association wants. It seems like they're really stuck on the net revenue, the gross revenue of everything. And I mean, the owners aren't going to budge on it. They're not going to budge. And throughout the course of all this, I think the players have really turned fans away with how they've been kind of going about it. And I think overall they thought in the beginning that Caitlin Clark fans would go on their side. Like, hey, give the girls what they want. We want to see Caitlin Clark. But it kind of turned on them in the wrong way, where Caitlin Clark fans are now saying, hey, we see all the details from both sides, and it sounds like the players are wrong. And that's what a lot of fans are thinking, including myself. So, I mean, I just wish that the CBA would accept the deal because the season is supposed to start May 8th, and there's a lot going on that has to be done. There's two more teams coming in, Portland and Toronto, and there's got to be a draft, expansion draft with them. 80% of the league is free agents, and they can't make deals because there's no CBA agreement. And from all what sounds like is now there's a divide going on within the players. Some wants to sign the deal, some wants to keep going. It's now about at a 50-50 split, whereas in the beginning in December, they said it was unanimous they were willing to strike. and now there's things that have changed. From what I've seen, it looks like it's the vet guard that still wants to put up the fight, and the younger players are saying, "Hey, look, this is a nice deal. We can sign this, and in about 3 years, we'll get a better one." And it really comes off as if the vets are the ones saying, "No, we want our money now." And it's very unfortunate. And those are the players that I grew up watching: the Brianna Stewarts, the I'm sorry for mispronouncing Neka Akumake. Sorry, but those players I've enjoyed watching. And I just really think they've turned a lot of fans away. And I think they're ready to now kick the old guard out. And that's unfortunate because they should get their flowers too at the end of their careers. But it just looks like that's not gonna happen, especially with how a lot of the current and older players have been kind of attacking the Caitlin Clark fans, calling them racist and trying to get reports on them and things like that. I think that's really what turned a lot of the new fans and new players away, and it's just unfortunate. Overall, I just really think this should have been done. Adam Silver stepped in saying that March 10th is the deadline date to where a deal has to at least be a handshake agreement. And then Brianna Stewart comes out and says she don't think that's going to happen. So to me, it looks like the league is moving on, is about to go to replacement players and the younger guard, the Angel Reeses, the Caitlin Clarks, the Paige Beckers, and move on with the future. There's a lot of young players coming in: Juju Watkins, Olivia Miles, Hannah Aldago, Michaela Blakes. There's gonna be Audrey Cooks. There's gonna be a lot of players coming in who got their own fan bases. And Ozzy Fudd. And just bringing up her as an example. She was just on her podcast, kind of begging Brianna Stewart to get the deal done. She didn't want to come out of disrespect and just say it, but even she's kind of like, can you get it done? I don't want my rookie season to be affected, and looking like it's about to happen. Unfortunately, it's just unfortunate again. And I think the biggest issue that's going on the player side is that they know that the league is about to turn a profit. It's been reported that 2025 there was the profit in the league for the first time, and I'm sorry, the first time in I'll say 25 years maybe. A lot of that, in my opinion, has to do with Caitlin Clark. I know she didn't play, but she went to every stadium, selling them out, handing out, signing things, and just interacting with the fans just so they'll show up to see her. And I think she's the biggest boom of it all, of course. And it's just unfortunate that some of the older guard don't want to accept her. And maybe that's another topic for another day, and that's something else that might be approached. But I think the Caitlin Clark effect is what really drove in the high increase of demand for the WNBA. And I seen a New York Liberty owner say the same thing. And it's just really unfortunate. I really would like a season two happen. I think it's going to happen. And I just really feel for the younger players, and they gotta hold out and gotta watch this happen. And for the older guard, it's unfortunate, but they're gonna get their money still from other areas. Their names are good in Europe. They got Project B coming. They got Unrivaled coming, and I think they'll be okay. It's just the middle pack and younger players who are really getting affected and things like that. And I just think that's very unfortunate. So overall, I would just say, please, let's get the deal done. I don't want the ladies to feel like they've gotten used, but honestly, it feels like they haven't because from all reports, the owners have given them everything and more. It's just this one last box that got to get checked, and it's like, I mean, like I said, the league is still playing for housing. They're the only professional league still playing for housing. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that it's come to this. And I really hope it gets done because I still would love to. I'm going to cover WNBA still, but it's really been tough to talk about this offseason. I'm not into Unrivaled, so I definitely put that out there now. I'm not into it. And I can't wait for the W to come back. Let me know what you guys think about all the negotiations and some of the tactics and things that's been going on. I didn't want to cover it all because, like I said, I still got respect for the league and, things like that. The players are really going far in what they've been doing. So let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.